Pokémon might be seen as a kid's game, but the $10,000 prize money for the upcoming World Championship is definitely not child's play. Barry Anderson, who grew up in Grimsby, is considered the UK's top player and will be hoping his Pokémon team can carry him to victory in Nashville in August. He's got every right to compete against the world's best players, having already finished 7th and 9th in World Championships tournaments, but for him it's about so much more than just the game. If you say to the average person on the street that you play Pokémon, they might think it's childish, but when you talk about the traveling you get to do and the prize money on offer, they might change their mind, Barry, 30, said. Barry Anderson, with the trophies and badges he's won during his Pokémon playing career, in the last few years, I've attended tournaments in London, San Francisco, Sydney and Sao Paulo, and I've won $3,750 in prize money. Like many people, Barry started playing Pokémon when the game in cartoon first reached Britain in 1999. He continued playing casually for several years before getting interested in the competitive aspect in 2011. Retro games are as popular as ever and many have stood the test of time. He began attending tournaments and quickly established himself as one of the country's best players. Since he finished in the top 16 of the last European Regional Championships, Barry will receive free flights and accommodation from the tournament organizers when he flies to America. I tend to do quite well in World Championships, so if I get lucky on the day, who knows how far I could go. But the people and the places are the main reason I play. Barry has traveled around the world for tournaments and while competing in the VCG World Championships in America, I've traveled to places I'd never have got the chance to otherwise, and met people I'd never have known. In the last tournament in Sydney, I stayed with a friend I'd met online through Pokémon, and he showed me around their beaches and mountains, which was incredible. The game is now played on the Nintendo DS with competitors choosing 6 Pokémon to face off against each other. Players take turns choosing moves. It's a lot about mind games and anticipating what your opponent is going to do, like chess. It's quite complex since there are so many possible moves and abilities, Barry said. Pokémon has experienced a resurgence with the release of Pokémon Go for mobiles. I'll shake my opponent's hand at the start, but I don't tend to talk while playing. There's a lot of concentration involved. You only have 45 seconds to make decisions, so there's plenty of tension and stress. I'm known for being unconventional in my choice of Pokémon. In the last Sweden competition, I did well with Jinx, a Pokémon that no one else has ever had success with. Using strange strategies can give you an edge over opponents. The Pokémon phenomenon swept the world in the 1990s, first as a Game Boy then a cartoon and trading card game. The idea of being able to catch, train and battle pocket monsters proved enthralling for children, and it went on to be the second biggest gaming franchise in history, behind Mario. The first games released in the UK were Pokémon Red and Blue, and new editions and Pokémon have been released steadily ever since. The game also took off in trading card form, with players assembling decks of cards to battle against each other. 2016 saw the brand take a step into augmented reality, allowing players to catch Pokémon on their phones as though they were really in front of them. Before tournaments, Barry will spend a couple of hours a night practicing and choosing a team. He says his work has been very understanding in the regular trips he takes around the world. Barry will be competing in the World Championships in Nashville from August 24 to 26.